So over here we are going to be saying the box sizing. Now we're going to be setting it to border box. Okay, so and after this, let's just check. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have this. So this is good now. So what we want to do next is that uh, how do you let's talk. How do we want our about page to be like? So since we know about flexbox and we can imagine that we can have let's say we have an image at the top and we have the about all at the bottom. So that means we are going to be needing a flex duration of colon. Yeah, flex duration of colon. What I'm just saying is that an image will be at the top here and some text will be at the bottom here, right? So what we just need is that, let's say, firstly, let's create the layout. Let's say we have the main, you know why we have the main, and we have a div, and we say this is the about, and also we have a section, and this section is saying that this is the about image. This is the about image, okay? And also we have the about me. Okay, we have a section of about me. So this is where our text is going to go into about me, right? Okay, so let's just give it this thing. Let's say about me and about image. Okay, all right. So let's say maybe about description. Okay. All right, so the next thing we need to do now is firstly let's go and look for an image. So and to look for an image, I think I know where we can get a good image, and that is on draw because we need an illustration. So that's what we are going to do. So let's browse here and which one can we use? Which one can we use? Okay, let's search and okay, let's look for something like maybe they have an illustration image for the about oh, no, I don't like any of this. Okay, let's see whether they have an illustration for me. Do they have anyone? Yeah, I think I like this. I think I like this. Okay, I think this is good. But I think the only thing we just need to do is let's see whether the let's pick the color and also insert it here. We can change the color from here. So what we just need is we just need to, but I think the color is still the same thing, right? I think it's the same thing, but you can change the color of the undraw from here, right? You can change it from here. Okay, and you can also paste your own color, but I think this is what we need. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, so this is what we need. So let's download the svg. Okay, so this is our svg, and what we want to do is let's show it in the folder so that we can copy it uh, and we can go and paste it in our project um, image folder. So this is the landing page image, so we just want to rename this to about page image. Okay, so and that's that. I think that's good. So the next thing we just need to do is head back to the about page. Let me cancel this. Okay, so let's go to the about page, then import our image. So let's see, our image is in the asset image and we have the about image section. So what we need is the image tag and we need the source to be up. Go up inside the asset, there's an image and there's an about image. So for this about, we can say about me illustration. Okay, illustration. Okay, so you can even say a lady standing beside like standing on the wall, behind the wall, or anything, so that the screen reader will be able to say it out. Okay, so we have that. The next thing we need is the about me. So and okay, so this is what we have. I don't have any text to use, and I don't want to use lorem. So I think the best thing to do is let's see whether we can get a text um, from online. Let's see if I maybe can get a text from our own portfolio. Okay, so we let me copy this. Did I copy all? Let me copy this. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is cancel this, and I'm going to put this inside a paragraph tag and paste this. So okay, so I'm just going to break this because your code doesn't have to be too long whenever you're coding. So all right, so this is what we have. So let's see. All right, so this is what we have here. So now let's type this out. Let's see how it's going to look like. So let's go to our CSS file. And the next thing we need to do is let's say about section style. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to say that for the about. So since we just want them to be on top of each other, we don't even need to use flexbox, because by default, since the image is a block element, and this also is a block, paragraph is also a block element, you will not allow anything to stand like beside them, like we've discussed in the last video. So there's no need of adding extra css um, functions to it. So what we just need to do is, now let's say the height for this particular image. So what we can do is we are going to tell um, the image container, this particular image container, that your height, let's say about image, which is the container of the image itself. So what we are going to tell it is that your height should be let's say like 200 px, and we can say your width should be 100%, 100% of the parent. So you can see what we have here now. You can see what we have here. So and the reason this is like this is because um, we are telling the container to be 200 px. So this guy is going to come up because it's like, let me just show you something so that I won't confuse you guys. Okay, so you can see what's going on now, that this is 200 px of the height that we gave it. Why the text, the about text, let me give it a background color, let's say about me. So and we give this guy a background color of, let's say this aquamarine. So you can see that this has jumped up, this has jumped up, and now this image now, which is supposed to be inside this red, is not responding. It's just standing, like it's just giving us its own absolute height and width. So what happened is, because this image now, because we did not set any height and width for it, it's just rendering, is showing and displaying on the browser its own full width and height. You understand? So what we just need to do is just come here, about image, and say image. The image inside the about image, we are now going to tell it that your height should be 100% of your container, and your width also should be 100% of your container. So as you can see now, we have the image inside of our container. So I hope that actually makes sense to you, because that's how image works. You just have to specify their height and width, and you actually don't need to like set the height and width of an image on them alone. We can just set the image to be 200 px, but you just do it on the parent container so that everything is going to work out fine. So you just set the image to be 100% and 100%, and then you set the height that you want on the container. So I'm just going to remove the red background and this um, also. All right, so this is what we have now. So let's just clean some things up here. So what we need now is that we need the about image. We've done the about image now. That one is settled. So, but the only thing that I'm seeing here is that this guy is touching up. You can see where it's touching up here. It's touching up here. Um, so I'm just using my mouse, control plus mouse, the scroll to zoom the this thing. So you know what I'm doing. All right. So the next thing we need to do now is that we just need to give it a margin top of, let's say, 20 px. Okay. 20 p. Why, okay. Okay. About me. Okay, sorry, on this should be here. If you give this on here. Okay. All right, so I think this is also good for the text, so it will not be touching the image directly. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. So the next thing we need to do now is that since the image that we have here now is actually long, they are very long, and to make it more readable, we can just give it a line height. We discussed line height. We can give it like 1.5 each safe, and let's see what we have. Okay, you can see the difference, like it's more readable now, but it's still very, very, very long. So what we can do now is, don't forget that for this to rhyme, you just have to give the parent container, let's see if we have a padding. We can have a padding of 100 px and 200 px left and right. Okay, so oh, sorry, we are putting directly on the image. Sorry, image. So what we would need to do is just call the about itself and this, and I think, yeah, cool. I think this does the trick. So the only thing we can do to make this more cool is that I think the space here is too much, and I think it's coming from this margin top that we added again. Let's remove it so that we are already giving this a padding, and also we are also adding the margin to it also. So I think it's more okay. A little space to the, like, from the top can cause unbalance something. So I think I like this. This is really cool. The only thing I would just like to do again is just to add a color of RGB to this, so it will be 47, 47, 46, and 65, right? Okay, so let's save. Yeah, cool. I think it's more cool now. So if you want to just play around it, you can give it a font size of, let's say, 17 px, so that it will be uniform with what we have in our scale, because our text must be uniform. So I think we have a broken link. So let's fix that. So what we can do is come here in our scales here. I think since they are beside each other, right? So it should be like this. So I think this is okay already. Okay, this is okay. So let's go back, refresh. Let's click on the about. Oh, this is about already. It's key. Yeah, cool. So you can see about ski, home, everything is working perfectly. You can go anywhere you want. I hope there's no difference. Okay, cool. I think this is really nice. So the next thing we just need to do is just let's add transition here, just like the way we did to the rest, so that everything will be uniform. So we can add this transition to this place so that everything will work fine. Okay, cool. You can see that transition. So that's what it is for. All right. So this is what we have here. So another thing I can do is, since I want this one, this is bold already, and this is just like a bonus. You can come here and give this a span. Um, so I'm just going to copy this first name. I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so you see nothing changes yet, but what I want to do is I can give it this a class, or let me say an ID. It's been long I use an ID, so an ID, and I can say like maybe like surname, or I can say like standout or keyword or anything. That's what I use in my portfolio, and I think Honey Bunny did a very good job along with Buhari when they were making a prototype of it. Okay, so what we can do here is we can do like surname, and we can give this a font width of, let's say, like 900. So let's see. Okay, sorry, my bad. This is an ID and not a class. So let's see what we have. So yeah, cool. So you can see what we have now. Like, this is more bold than the rest um, of the text. So if I want this to be more bold, you know what to do already. And if you want this maybe like spend or front end or programming or any word to be to stand out, you know what to do already. Okay, so this is the end of this video, and you can actually do more with this, you understand. And in the next video, I'm going to show you a way where you can host sites. This is not actually um, very hard, and it will really help you in your project. And everyone is expected to host this particular portfolio this week, and also submit their final project this week. So I'm just giving you an hint. Okay, so in the next video we are going to be hosting this site together. Bye bye.